Hello parents, this is Miss Johnson, and I wanted to do a little video for you because there is a lot coming home in this week's Friday folder. So the first thing that you're going to want to know about is the All About Me project. Now the All About Me project is for your child to do. You can help them. You can write on a sticky note what they're supposed to write, or you can tell them the information that they need to fill in the squares and they can try to write it on their own. But the point of this project is for them to do it by themselves. They can use crayons, they can use coloring markers, they can use coloring pencils, whatever you have. But the expectation is that it is neat, it is in the child's own handwriting, and that you are helping them, not doing it for them. And this is due back next Friday. So if you want to do one thing a night over the next week, that is great. If you want to do it all at one time, that is great. But once it's finished, put it in their folder, in their daily folder, and then return that to school. And this is for a grade. It is for a grade that we will be putting in the grade book. So please make sure that you return it, and please make sure that it is turned in by the due date, which is next Friday, and that will be on their adventure guide report that we'll put in their Friday folder, that is in their folder on Friday. So that is the first thing. The next thing that we want you to be aware of is each week you will get, on Friday, you will get an adventure guide. Now the adventure guide is your information that tells you what is going on at school, what are the skills that we're teaching in class, and what you need to be aware of during the week. So we have our reading skill. We're going to have the sight words that the children need to know, the spelling words that they need to be able to spell that are going to be on the spelling test that week, or the next week, the following week. And then the math, we just are going to put an essential question, which right now it's how do we read, write, and count numbers. That is going to be our big focus this first 9 weeks. We need all of our students to be able to read, write, and count. And eventually they will need to be able to count all the way to 120. So go ahead and start working on that for us. It would be greatly appreciated. So each night you have an indicator of what the homework is going to be. And then on Friday, we ask that you return the reading envelope. And I'm going to do a separate video about the reading envelope, so you'll get that link along with this one, so that you have it and you can always look back and say, now what am I supposed to do with this? That's going to be in a separate video. The other thing that you're going to be getting in the folder is this parent letter. Now the parent letter is giving you all the information that you need to know about spelling and how to complete their spelling homework and how to practice with them. So it tells you exactly what to do on day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. And then Friday is when we will give that spelling test. So if you just follow that guide, and then along with that parent letter, this week you'll get the first set of words. This coming week we're going to focus on one sound, and that is the short A sound, ah. And then you'll have their tricky words, which those are the sight words. And then that sight word means that they just need to know it on sight. They do need to be able to spell the word. The tricky words are going to be on the spelling list. And then you'll see that there are 3 columns of words, okay? We're going to focus on the first column of words. However, you should know that our expectation is that you can ask them any of the words, and they should be able to spell any of the words, because we're not really focusing on memorizing how the word is spelled. We're focusing on the pattern. So that sound pattern is what is really important each week. And then down at the bottom you'll see the dictation sentences, and your child will be expected to write both of these dictation sentences each week. So, and if they are learning their tricky word and learning how to spell their tricky word, they're learning their sight word. And a lot of these here at the beginning are words that they should already know, that they really did practice in kindergarten. So it's just a review of kindergarten words for them. So it should be pretty easy. The other paper that you're going to get is this. This form is going to be used each week with each new set of sight words. And I'm also going to send you home a dry erase marker. So with this, they will write the word with the dry erase marker. Then they can use a piece of paper to cover up the words, and then you can call the words from their list. They can write them in the second column. Then you can check the word, and then you only have to call out the words that they missed in the third column, and then they can try to write them again. And then if you need to, you can try again on the back and call out the words that they missed. And this is going to help them practice the words each week. So instead of making a lot of copies, I laminated it for you, and I'm going to send you a dry erase marker to use with this so that you can have it each week instead of having to make a lot of copies, because I am a big believer that we should save paper. So that'll be coming home as well. And then finally, for spelling, you'll have a story. Each week we have a story that goes along with that word family pattern, and they are expected to be able to read this story by Friday. So the story is actually going to go inside their book in a bag envelope, and I will give you more information about that in the next video clip. So if you have any questions, don't forget that you can always use Class Dojo to send me a message, or send me an email, or call me on my phone, and I am available to talk to you. So thank you very much, and I hope this was helpful.